Hey guys, Mobile Gamers Unite. Real quick, I want to talk about using troops for Guild Wars. And what does that mean? That means running just some lowball character that you have, maybe an R character or something like that, but using that character to run troops like angels or something like that, for instance. And a lot of times in a situation like that, you'll end up with a hero that has low stats, but he's running angels and they have like 500 attack. So really your troops are doing all the work for that battle. And this is the system I use to maximize on that. So I would take a unit like Jessica here and I would make sure that her Legion Bond glory is at level 5. Okay, because that doesn't cost you anything but some of these simple heart keys. And you know, as you can see, I have like 200 of them, and I just went through and I used a bunch of them. But taking every single one of your units right here to this Legion Bond Glory level 5, it doesn't even start costing silver keys yet. And the units that you're running, Angels, Hellhounds, whatever you have, they're going to have 5% to their stats, which is actually going to go a long way. You know, Angels already have a 500 attack. 5% is a big deal to them. It's going to make a difference. And obviously I unlock the hero bond for the 1% to all the hero stats. And so far I haven't managed to invest any silver keys into any of these characters. I'm just going off of these simple little brown keys. Okay, so, and here's Jessica. I think I'm just about done with everybody, but that's pretty much, you know, the main idea here is it only takes like 1 or 2 of the items to level them up to level 5, and that's really all you need. And again, we're talking about our characters here. We're talking about characters that you probably aren't even using. So doing this would actually make them usable for Guild War. They're easy to level up. I think you only need to go to 5 or 6. I've been taking them up to 10. Let's see with this guy real quick. Then we just go to bond power, and of course you get to unlock some crystals every time you do this. So yeah, if you can get them to intimacy level 10, you're gonna get 1% to the hero stats, which if you're running these heroes really to run super powerful troops and you're not really too worried about the heroes, that doesn't really matter much. But the Legion Bond right here is stats for all your soldiers. So this one is important. Guys, you should get this one leveled up to level 5 on any character that you're running, okay? And we're going to talk about that real quick because I've noticed that even some of these level 18 characters, I can run them in a pretty high level guild war, and the character's level doesn't matter. Okay, what is going to matter is the troops that they're running. Okay, if you go into some of your skill trees for your troops, you can unlock, let's find a lower tier character here. Where is Varna? We'll use her as a good example. She should be up here somewhere. Here's Varna. Okay, so this is my Varna. She's obviously, you know, almost level 60, but here's what I'd like to point out. When she goes into Guild War, she can take these Sky Archers or she can take the Dark Guard. And a lot of times I will run her with the Dark Guard because they're such a powerful unit, and when she gets into hand-to-hand combat, she just wrecks everything. I don't know what's going on with the game right now. It seems pretty laggy, but as you can tell, like, it's pretty easy to get a unit that's actually kind of weak, but to have soldiers for them that you've unlocked through skill trees that are super powerful. So in that case, your hero's level isn't even going to matter. So guys, if you're not maximizing on Guild Wars, this is probably one of the best ways to do it. Okay, like we'll look at Lester here. Lester's an amazing Guild War unit. I just leveled him up Okay, and I ran my first Guild War with him. It went awesome, and that was before I had the extra stats. So, like, even Lester here, who's only like level 30, he can run Berserkers. And these things, I mean, they're going to have 350 attack, and then they're going to get 10% more and 20% crit. Okay, their attack is going to be higher than Lester's. So when I run Lester with Berserkers, it's actually the Berserkers doing all of the work for the Guild War. Okay, Lester's really not doing that much of it. I can tell you right now, Lester's attack is not no 500. Okay, and yeah, his attack is 170. Okay, the Berserkers are the ones doing all the damage. So that's my whole point, guys, is if you've unlocked some of these troops through training, then forget about running your hero. Run the troops. Okay, that hero is there just to run your angels and your Berserkers, and you can beat Guild Wars with it. Even if your character is 20 levels under the Guild War level that you're doing, as long as you have points put into those troops, and your troops are strong enough, yeah, they're not going to get as much of a percent from the hero, and a lot of it depends on how far you bond them out too, but just going into the bond realm and getting that 5% for your troops makes a huge difference, especially when we're talking about R-rank characters. Okay, these aren't SRs and they're not SSRs, and there we go, Lester made it to level 41. I owe him that because he really did good in Guild War. He even took out Bernhardt at the end. I had a match going, and it was Bernhardt. He was left, and I sent Lester in after him, and surprisingly, Lester won. This Aqua Blast actually does a lot of damage, and I managed to move him one box over into the river. So he was standing in water, got his ×2 damage, and of course he had powerful soldiers with him. They're really the ones that killed Bernhardt, okay? But the important thing is that Lester was able to bring those soldiers to the battlefield. And actually, I want the lizard men on him, because I find that I do use his talent, that 30% more in the water. I'm going to have to go with lizard men over Berserkers on him. And I haven't leveled up the lizard men yet, so... But that's what's important, guys. That's what I want. I can't stress enough, is that some of these low-tier troops that you're not even using, you can use them because they have angels, they have Berserkers, so this is being overlooked. So guys, look through your roster sheets, see if there's any viable Guild War characters or troops that you have, and see which characters can run those troops. Go into your bond realm and get their bond to level 5 and take that first ability to level 5. It's going to give your troops a percentage. It's going to make them a lot more lethal, okay? And it's not going to cost you anything, okay? It's like 5 of those brown keys. At this point in the game, most of us have a couple hundred of those keys laying around that we just don't even know what to do with, okay? So, Mobile Gamers Unite. Hit like, hit subscribe. If you guys want more content like this, let me know. Any content at all that you want to ask about, feel free to leave me a question in the comments. I will get back to you ASAP, and I'll answer any questions. Peace out, guys. Have a good day.